Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will be looking at the bootleg or knockoff version of the high-grade 144 scale RX-78-02 Gundam Rollout color. I've already made an unboxing in a separate video. If you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link on the description below. So now here it is built straight out of the box. This kit comes with a water slide decal sheet, but I didn't apply any. Despite having a little bit of difficulties during the building process, especially with the torso and the head, you can see a little bit of gaps here, the head. But despite that, I think it turned out really good after fully assembling it. The plastic quality is actually good. It doesn't feel cheap, though not glossy as the real one. When it comes to the details, I think they got the finer details right, especially with the sculpted lines on its legs, and so are in the skirts. This yellow sticker on the waist is actually not good. When it comes to the facial details, I think I messed up with the sticker. When it comes to the issues, I think it doesn't have that much. There are some gaps that are impossible to close. There's one in the head, and there are also big gaps in the shoulder blades. Good thing that they are not visible when looking at the front side. There are also not much loose parts. The only loose parts I have in this kit are these circular things in the ankle armor. They tend to pop off easily, so I suggest gluing them permanently just to keep them from popping off. Now let's talk about the articulation. Starting with the head, it is connected to a ball joint. Let me show that to you. The neck is consisted of two parts. The base has a ball joint which connects to the body. This upper piece is on a hinge. If you combine that, it gives the neck a forward and back movement. So the head can look high up that far and down a little bit. A little side to side movements. It can fully rotate without any hindrance. The arms are in a polycap butterfly joint, and that butterfly polycap joint is connected to another piece which give the arms additional vertical movement. So the arms can go up this far. I think that is a decent range considering the design. The shoulders can move forward that far and back only a little. The arms moves independently from the shoulder armor. Also, if you look at the design, this part hits the shoulder armor, and when it clicks, it can also serve as a locking mechanism. Next, there is a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, and ball jointed wrist. Now for the torso, there is an ab crunch that can do a forward bend this far, back only that far, a little bit of side to side movements, a full 360-degree waist swivel. The front skirts can go up, and also the side skirts. It also swivels. Underneath the front skirts, there is a hidden mechanism that pulls the legs forward. Let me show it to you. With that, the legs can kick high up this far and back only a little. The legs can do a full split without being hindered by the side skirts. And I pop this off. I'll just put it back later. There is a thigh swivel, double bend knees. If you bend the lower legs, the knee armor moves up. So it shows a little bit of armor separation. The calf armor opens up and reveals a thruster. The ankle armor is on a ball joint. The feet are connected to a ball joint. The ankles move side to side. The feet can also rotate, but when it hits the ankle armor, these things pops off. There is also a toe hinge, and on the backpack, the storage for the beam saber handles are on a swivel. These thrusters are on a polycap ball joint, but only moves forward and back. And that is all for the articulation. Now let me show you the accessories. And I'll just put these things back later. So this comes with two weapon holding hands, two trigger finger hands, one on the right and one on the left. And then we have here two open palm hands, two beam rifles. This one is the early type. It has a movable sensor and foregrip. On the side, you can pull out a piece, which is a connector. With this, you can store the rifle into the backpack or in the back of the waist, and it can even be connected to the hole in the forearm. Next, we have the middle type beam rifle, which looks slimmer in size. It also has a movable sensor and a foregrip, and also has a connector piece on the side. Next, we have here is the Hyper Bazooka. The handle is movable, and so is the scope, and also this white piece here. It also comes with a connector piece, which can be connected to the backpack or back of the waist. So here's what it looks like connected to the backpack. And now on the waist. Next, we have the shield. This slides up and down. A movable handle. This connector piece rotates, and this moves up and down as well. With this, you can also store the shield in the backpack or back of the waist, and of course the forearm. Next, we have these two beam saber effects, one straight and one curved. The one released by Bandai only has two straight beam effects. The beam saber handles are stored in the backpack. You'll just need to pull out one. I'll put that back later. I actually have to trim little bits of plastic to make it fit perfectly. There are also some parts and accessories that were not included in the manual, but they are in the runners. And I've already built a variant of this kit before, so I've built them and I'll show it here. First, we have here the shoulder cannon. which is placed on the backpack. It can either be placed on the left or the right. You just need to remove the beam saber handle storage and then place the shoulder cannon. Next are these forearm machine guns. To place them, you will need to remove the hand and the forearm cover. Then place the forearm cover with the machine gun and then put back the hand, and it should look like this. Next, these are not included in the manual but it's shown in the box. This kit comes with 6 alternate face guard, and I already lost one of them, and some extra parts. We have these yellow alternate parts, 2 alternate chest pieces, and in case you don't like the no V-fin head, it also comes with a V-fin and a head without the antenna slot. This one it's actually shown in the manual. It is the shoulder gatling. It is mounted on the right upper part of the chest. You will need to remove the white cover and then place the shoulder gatling. Then place the white cap again on top of it. So it should look like this. It also comes with an articulated stand. Now here it is with some of the accessories. So for this one, I decided to use the early type beam rifle, and I also added the shoulder gatling. Now let's compare it to some kits I have in my collection. So here it is compared to the high grade Gundam Mark II Titans version. This one is by Bandai. From afar, I don't see any difference with their plastic. Only when you look closely that you'll see some of their differences. Next one is another Gundam Mark II, and this is by JMS. For the next one, a mostly white colored gun kit I have in my collection, the high grade Gundam Caliban. This one is also by Bandai. The weapon is kinda pulling it back, so I have to hold it. And now for the last one, the bootleg high grade RX-78-02 Casval Custom. I believe they are from the same manufacturer as they have the same plastic texture. But for the Casval Custom, most of the gray parts are gunmetal. As I end this review, I think I'm gonna give this kit a rating of 7.5 out of 10. For a bootleg, it doesn't have that much issues. It also has a superb plastic quality compared to the previous bootlegs that have been released years ago. If you like the design of this kit, I suggest getting this one. But of course, if you have the means to purchase the real one, I suggest getting it instead of the bootleg version. And that's it for this review. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to see more videos like this. I'll see you on my next review. And again, thank you for watching.